At night, would have to pop bennies to stay awake. If you fell asleep on watch, you could get frostbite.
Of all the new technologies Germany uses in the Second World War, one touches the common soldier and the Führer alike. It is the synthetic chemical amphetamine, more commonly known as speed. The Blitzkrieg could just as easily have been called Speedkrieg.
Everybody was amazed how fast the German panzer troops rushed across Europe westward towards the lowlands. Couldn't believe they could just keep going night and day and so forth. And it was later learned that they were dispensing large amounts of amphetamines to these troops.
Hitler is injected as many as 5 times a day with methamphetamine, a supercharged amphetamine. Scholars claim Hitler's mad rants and blunders were the result of his addiction to the drug. It is also used in the Japanese war effort, given to the Imperial ground forces and kamikaze pilots. The drug of the Axis war machine is a stimulant. It affects the sympathetic nervous system to increase alertness and decrease fatigue. Amphetamines stimulate the adrenal gland to increase spontaneity, initiative, confidence, and a sense of well-being. Amphetamines are commonly associated with appetite suppression. At the time, no one knew how highly addictive and powerful a stimulant amphetamines were.
It was quite euphorogenic. It gave people a sense of confidence. Life seemed brighter. You didn't have to sleep as much. You could overcome fatigue. It made doing boring things more interesting, and of course, weight loss.
Housewives take speed to feel better. Truck drivers take them to stay up for days, like dock workers who once used cocaine to work through the night, and artists and writers who used laudanum a century ago now pop bennies for kicks and inspiration. Like author Jack Kerouac, while popping Benzedrine, he writes On the Road in 20 Days in 1955.
Meth's the all-American drug. Meth was invented for Americans. It really embodies all of the values that we hold dear. Industriousness, hard work, basically enthusiasm for accomplishing tasks. It was the most widely prescribed drug in America's history.
The appeal of amphetamines cuts across all walks of life. One of the most famous users is the newly drafted Elvis Aaron Presley. In October 1958, Presley begins a tour of duty in West Germany. As an Army GI, a sergeant introduces him to speed. From this point on, the king of rock and roll is hooked for the rest of his life.
Drugs must be prescribed by a doctor and prepared by a licensed pharmacist.
And physicians were the real pushers of this drug. You're a little depressed? Here, let me prescribe some form of amphetamine. You want to lose weight? Here, let me prescribe some amphetamine. You say you don't have enough energy? I mean, the reasons were legion. In 1946, a physician by the name of W.R. Bett published a paper in which he claimed there were 39 medical reasons for prescribing amphetamines. And they were everything from hiccups to schizophrenia.